One last video that I actually forgot to do was to talk about second derivatives with implicit differentiation. So I'm going to start with our basic example with the circle. X squared plus y squared equals 1. This is our unit circle. To find the derivative implicitly, remember we take the derivative of x squared. Y squared was 2y times the derivative of the inside, y prime, equals 0. So y prime equals negative 2x over 2y, which is negative x over y. So we've worked this problem already and found the derivative, but I want to find the second derivative. So to find the second derivative, I have to take the derivative of the first derivative. Makes sense? So here we go. Y double prime equals bottom times derivative of the top minus top times the derivative of the bottom, which is just y prime, all over the bottom squared. Okay, now we know what y prime is. It's right here. So we can plug that in to our second derivative. And you get negative y plus x times negative x over y all over y squared. And if we do a little bit of math, you get, you get negative y plus, actually let's erase that, negative y minus x squared over y all over y squared. If I multiply the top and bottom by y, I get negative y squared minus x squared over y cubed. And then one more step, I can factor a negative out of the top, and I'm left with x squared plus y squared, which according to our very first equation, the original, what we started with, x squared plus y squared equals 1. So I'm going to plug that in to the second derivative. And so the second derivative, remember this is how the slopes are changing, okay, is negative 1 over y cubed. And here's another example from a previous video. This was the infinite hyperbolas that, if you remember, looked something like this. Only it was much, much prettier. So we already found the first derivative. I'm going to do that again. Cosine, leaving the inside alone, times the derivative of the inside first, times the derivative of the second, plus second, times the derivative of the first, which is just 1, equals, okay, I'm going to delete this. Let's see if I can get it to erase. Nope, I cannot. Alright, so going to keep moving. Derivative of the right side is negative sine xy times xy prime plus y. Okay, and we want to get the y primes by themselves, so x cosine xy y prime plus y cosine xy equals negative x sine xy minus y sine of xy. So what I did is I distributed to each term on the inside. Alright, so I need to get all my y primes on one side. Y, or x cosine xy y prime. Oops, I forgot a y prime somewhere. Right here. Plus x sine xy y prime equals negative y sine xy minus y cosine xy. Alright, so I know you've already seen this on a previous video, so I'll speed through it. I went ahead and factored out a y on the right side, and then I'm going to divide. I can factor out an x. And those cancel out, which is negative y over x, which is actually very similar to the previous one. So I want to find my second derivative. Alright, so the second derivative is bottom times derivative of the top minus the top times derivative of the bottom, all over the bottom squared. So that's going to be x times negative y prime, so that's y over x, plus y over x squared. And then my final step will be y plus y over x squared, which is just 2y over x squared. And that is our second derivative.